Hi, and welcome to Young at Heart. Nice to see you all. My name is Carol Fusillo, and this is my co-host, Shane.
Shane Corson.
And, of course, you see this gentleman on the right. A lot of people know him as Craig Rowland, and he is the president of Kiwanis Club here in Pahrump. And we want to talk today to him really quickly about what's happening this coming Saturday. So, Roland, would you do the honors?
I sure will. Be happy to. Well, we're having an old-fashioned variety show over at the Nye Community Coalition. This is exciting. Scotty Winninger, who has the Nye County Starlets and runs the pageant for the Miss Nye County, has volunteered her staff of entertainers to come and do a benefit for the Food for Thought program, which Kiwanis has. The event is taking place, as I said, on Saturday, this coming Saturday, the 14th. It's going to be from the doors open at 6 o'clock and the show starts at 7. We're going to have singers. We're going to have dancers, we're going to have comedians, and we're going to have some musical selections. It's going to be a wonderful evening. We really invite you. And by the way, our MC is going to be Carol.
Yes, yeah.
So
I'm going to look forward to that.
It's $15 per person, or children under 12, because it is a family program, is $7. So we want to invite you all out. Again, it's where the Old Man's School is. And that's really about all I can really say about it. Do you have any questions?
Oh, do we have questions for you? No, actually, you did a very good job.
Thank you. Thank
you. But anyway, I'd like to also say quickly that the 21st of this month over at New Hope Fellowship, which is my church, we are having commodities, and this is very important for our community. And it's going to be between 9 and 11. And for those of you that go every Wednesday to get to be in the food line, the commodities are things that are perishables, like meats and frozen goods and fruits and vegetables. So we would love to see you there. We know that this is a very big need in our community. So mark that on your calendar. That is the 21st at New Hope Fellowship between 9 and 11. It's such a wonderful program, and we have so many other churches in this community that reach out to help people.
Now, when people come to sign up or to get these,
that's a good. You know what? The Senior Mind is going, which I forgot to mention, was that you must bring 2 forms of ID, one of which is a driver's license with your picture ID. It's a picture ID that's needed. And also a bill that shows and proves where you live, whether it be a phone bill or, an electric bill, even a garbage bill, whatever. But you're going to need those 2 things for these commodities. So just remember that.
And this is a nice supplement to the Path of Hope program over there,
Yes,
because
it is.
The commodities brings in perishables, which generally they can't do with the...
We can't do that every Wednesday over there. And we do give clothing away too, and furniture. I mean, we've been doing this now for quite a while. But anyways, what was the question you were going to ask, Shane?
I've seen this on the Wednesday mornings, and there's a lot of people that take advantage of this.
They're around the corner,
right?
In their vehicles. We actually will touch you there, and people praying for them.
Who's on the show today?
Oh, on the show today, we have Susan, who is coming in to sing and play guitar. Yvonne. Why did I say Susan? Susan from, over there. She's on my mind. Okay, it must be the food that I'm wanting to intake. But we also have Creekside here today, and Shane's going to be interviewing these people from Creekside. So, and Dr. Leeks will be on at the end of the show. So stay tuned, please, and we'll be back after these few messages.
Hello, and welcome back to KPVM TV's Young at Heart. Today's first guest, 2 guests actually, are from Creekside Hospice. Here we have Kelvin Satcher and Kimmy Eusebio. Welcome. Thank you very much for being on the show with us. Creekside Hospice. All right. The need for hospice in Pahrump is growing.
Yes.
And you provide a very, very valuable service in this community. can you explain just briefly exactly what a hospice is, what your goal is, what your focus is?
Well, basically, the philosophy of hospice is to actually provide care for those who are terminally ill at home, or they place a resident, be it in a group home, nursing home, assisted living facility, or their own personal home. Our goal is to give them that care, give them that love and that support all around, not only the patient, but also their families. So again, it's something that we do from our heart, because again, when someone's faced with a terminal illness, it takes a lot of people to care for them, and we want to be a part of that care.
So you actually create a support group around your patients.
Yes.
Be it the service or the care that you provide, or drawing in closer family members.
Yes, I mean, again, it's around the care support. I mean, you're looking at, they have a medical doctor of a physician. You also have like a chaplain, volunteer service, your nurse, your CNA.
So it's not just specifically medical care. It's much more than that.
It's mostly entailed in that, when a person is faced with a terminal illness, they, again, like I say, need that support, as well as the caregiver needs that support. And it's actually providing extra care of hands to come in to help take care of that person. And we feel, if we have a patient's pain under control, their anxiety under control, they have a better quality of life. Even though they are still dealing with a terminal illness, their quality is so much better because they have a good support system, as well as we're taking care of their needs that are at hand at that time.
Okay, now I know that before the show we spoke, so I know that the main office right now, the main office for Creekside Hospice is in Las Vegas, and you have a satellite office here.
Yes.
The satellite office probably will grow into, like you said, its own separate entity.
Yes.
Given the great need. Where exactly are you located first?
We are located at 2200 East Cavado Boulevard, right next door in the same parking lot with the Southwest Medical Center. So we're right here, right in the town of Pahrump.
Right, almost in the center of Pahrump.
Yes.
And, oh gosh, I had another question, but it suddenly escaped me, so I'll just move on to the next one. You've been there for how long now?
Well, we opened up in May, so been there almost 2 months, a little over 2 months now. And again, we're already had the privilege of taking care of some of the patients right here in Nye County, and so again, we're looking to grow even more patients, and the patient that we have been taking care of, the family members are extremely happy with us, which is good.
Now, I mentioned an office here, and you do have a physical location, but that isn't really accurate as to how you run your business. People don't necessarily come to you, right?
That's true. We actually go to wherever that patient is at. So again, like I say, if it's in their own personal home, we go to their home to take care of them there. We actually, the CNA will go there to assist them. The nurse will go out to do her clinical eval. The physician will go there as well. So wherever the patient's housed at is where we go.
We go to nursing homes, group homes, all those places.
Oh, you'll actually go to...
Yes. We believe that patients should be home, because that's where they want to be during this, this time in their life. So.
Yes, there's a lot of case studies out there where people who, at least they ask the patient, if you had to pick a place where you would like to be, they would say, my home, No one liked to be in a hospital. No one liked to even go to a doctor office and sit and wait to see the doctor, again. So by bringing the care to them makes their life better. Again, and the one thing about being on our service is 24/7. Quite actually, we don't stay in their home 24/7, but if they need us or they have some type of crisis, they call us. If it's 3 o'clock in the morning, they call us. Our nurse goes out to evaluate and to make those adjustments that need to be done.
Right. Yeah, that is important, especially out here, and especially with the kind of people, that you're dealing with. Unfortunately, a lot of elderly are going to, develop the terminal illnesses, and a lot of those people probably won't have their own vehicle, their own transportation. So you being able to visit them in the comfort of their own home,
yes,
is a very, very, I'm sure, very comforting thing for them. Let's talk a little bit about how you, Kimmy, how did you get into this? How did you develop an interest in this field?
Well, I'm from Saipan. A lot of people don't know it, but the vets do, like World War II and stuff. So I'm actually from Saipan. We don't have hospice there. And about 3 years ago, my dad suffered from COPD, and he ended up passing. So I just wish that we had hospice back home, and I believe that hospice would have made him, die with dignity and comfort during the remaining times of his life. So that's why I went into it. I wanted to give back and provide that comfort and care and dignity, and for our patients to pass pain-free, and to be there for the family members also, caregivers. So that's why I went into it.
Yeah, and it's very
rewarding.
Yeah.
Very, very rewarding.
It's got to be I'm sorry to say it has to be a tough job. It has to be, and you have to have a lot of heart to be able to do this.
But you look back and you think about the person that you helped, the family members that you've helped, and how they're appreciative with everything that you've done for them. The whole team has done for them. So that makes everything all worthwhile.
Yeah. All right. How about your turn? How about you, Calvin?
Well, again, I have a compassion of taking care of people. Prior to this, I was working in transplants, so I had the privilege of providing organs for people who are in need of an organ transplant. And from there, I transitioned to hospice, and now I'm giving a better quality of life for those who are terminally ill. Again, my heart goes to people who are ill and need help and need an extra hand, and I want to be that person to support them.
Okay, let's talk just a minute about, actually we have about 2.5 minutes left. Let's talk about the type of people. How does somebody find out more about you? How does somebody know if they qualify for a hospice care?
Well, basically, we work with all the physicians in the area, as well as we get involved with the community. And so basically, a referral will come from a physician. If they have a patient who they deemed as terminal ill, they will make a referral, and we will go out to evaluate the patient and make sure that they qualify for hospice care. Again, realize that our hospice care is regulated by the government, so it's not our rules, but it's the government rules. So we have to make sure they meet all the criteria. If a physician does not make the referral, if a family member calls us, then we will help that family member to help us to get an evaluation order in place. And with that saying, basically we'll find out who their primary care provider is. If they don't have one, we'll try to assist them with that and request for a eval so they can go out to evaluate that patient for hospice care. And it's been many misconceptions that hospice is only for patients who have cancer, but it's not true. Like you hear Kimmy, her father died of COPD.
And COPD is?
It's a disease in the lungs. So.
It stands for chronic obstructive
pulmonary
disease. Yes, I actually remember an interview I did a couple of weeks ago that somebody was talking about that too. All right, all right. Very short amount of time left. How do people get in contact with you if they want to? Phone number, website, email addresses?
Well, they can give me a call at our office. It's 775-727-7000, and give us the basic information, and we can send someone out to evaluate them. Our website is www.creeksidehospice.net.
.net, okay.
Yes. So, but again, feel free to give our office a call. We can mail out this brochure, which explains what Creekside is and what we would do for them. And again, our goal is to provide that quality care for those who are suffering with some terminal illness.
Right. Okay. And one more time, looking at the camera. Phone numbers?
Again, 775-727-7000 is our office number. And the website is www.creeksidehospice.net.
And the address is?
And our address is 2200 East Cavada Boulevard. That's Pahrump, Nevada, 89048.
Okay, and if somebody wants to just come to the office and see you, they can just walk in, right?
Yes, yes.
Right.
We're there Monday through Friday from 8 to 5.
Thank you so much for being here, Kelvin and Kimmy.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure having you. And we will be right back.